Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Poke's Your channel and the Guitar Ladder System. I was doing a video the other day and my foot hit the stool and knocked the camera over, so I'm trying to decide whether to talk about that or something else, but I think I will complete that thought. I was going to talk a little bit about chord families today, but I think I'm going to talk about this a little more of a diatonic approach. And if you look at giants like Wes Montgomery, and there's areas that everybody could expand and improve in, because I was watching a Ted Green video today, and he was talking about, using chords that are a little more difficult to do, but really sound nice, But what I want to talk about briefly here right now is doing single notes. Say you're working in like a G major scale tonal center, you could do melodies. And then what I'm talking about now is learning to travel around your guitar, because the way to develop ability for single note patterns, not just one little lick, but licks, the trick is learning how to put things together in a way that's musical, where you have a direction and a flow, and every part connects and has a reason, not just throwaway notes. There's even some great players that do that. I won't mention any names, but Wes was the best at putting together a single note line that was a story. And every little part of that lick was just like a polished gem. It was musical. And he didn't just travel around his guitar just using scales. And, he did a lot of arpeggios and a lot of triads and a lot of arpeggios, 4-note, 5-note, whatever. A lot of triplets, 3 against 2, a lot of variation in time, not just, all, 16th notes or whatever. So the idea is to work things more like this. For some reason I want to hear that on this other pickup. This guitar is available, $7.99. It sounds so nice. And you don't have to worry about sticking in the same key when you're doing things like this. Another great example is kind of like a Bach approach. So the point here is that when you're working licks, don't just, do one thing like just a blues style lick or just this or whatever. Practice intervallic licks. Okay, but also practice, like I said, arpeggio. Like little, arpeggios and triads and 4-note chords. I'm just improvising this. You get the idea, though. You want to practice traveling around your guitar in arpeggios, and going down and then doing another arpeggio. So you begin to kind of, this leads to the ability to be able to kind of pick and choose, because sometimes when you're playing a single note pattern, it's not just where you are and just playing over whatever chord you're on or playing over, or the tonal center, but it's where all that is going, and learning to come up with something musical and superimposing. So that's why it's really good to do things. And if you want to put structure to it, you can follow the major, minor, minor, major, pattern set up by the diatonic scale. But my suggestion is just maybe don't confine yourself to rules right now. You're the most musical when you learn to just kind of build this database in your subconscious mind. You learn to play. You learn not just to play from your subconscious, but learn to listen to your subconscious. And don't be afraid to stray off and do something a little bit different, This is my famous waterfall lick. If you want that lick, send me $2.99. I'll send it to you. Send to stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's my PayPal. STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, at yahoo.com. But yeah, work on arpeggios. Even if it sounds a little off, like right there, that's okay. Because then you got that in your head. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. You get the idea, right? Because what can happen is those little sections, it's very, very hard for me to come up with an example on something like this, especially when I'm talking. But the idea is work your guitar in triad. And try to, listen to a little more Bach, and melodies. Anyway, and improvise. It's the chordal improvisation that's really gonna help you grow, which is what the guitar going to stop right there. I'm still my shoulder and arm. I've had trouble with my left arm and shoulder for about 4 months. It's getting better slowly. Even the doctor said, torn ligaments take a long time to heal. If you work out with weights, and I know how to work out, but I just overdid it. Make sure and work out with light weights. Make sure and warm up first. And if you're working out a decent workout, make sure and give yourself a day off or 2 days off once in a while. And don't do what I did, which is work out hard and then do 3 hours of scales. I blew it. I admit it. Yeah, I'm not made of titanium, right? All right, folks, take care. This guitar is for sale. It's $749. Sounds unbelievable. I'm using a solid state. I gotta get the phone.